brothers and sisters, friends and family. Once again, it is I, your brother, W.C. Hoping that everybody is in good spirits this morning, this afternoon, I'm saying. Just waking up, partying all night. Glad you made it in safe. And hopefully all is well in your world today. I have to check my volume because I must apologize. Last time I was using some mics and juice ran out of them, and I ended up not being able to get any volume on my last post. So I think I have to repost it. I'm going to say this. Congratulations to all my winners. I told you when I reached 500, I was going to give out a prize. Then when I reached 1,000, I was going to give out a prize to my subscribers and the ones who would show me how to post in my chat. And fortunately for me, I ran into 4 individuals that helped me with that. And I'd like to give them a shout out. Congratulations to Todd, to Anthony, Jeremiah, and Joe. You know who you are. I haven't forgot you. And I'm so glad you were there to help me. And I'm so glad to be able to present you with these lovely prizes. Jeremiah and Joe picked up a nice handheld module for your cell phone when you want to post. You can carry it along. Mr. Anthony picked up this projector. It's very nice. Small, but it's nice. Oh, no. Yeah. Was it Todd that got that projector? No. Todd got the projector, I think. Mr. Anthony ended up with the room, what do you call it? The thing that makes all the little sparkles and stars and stuff go on your ceiling. Oh, here it is. My light is propped up on it. That's why I couldn't find it. It's a very nice thing to have around the house in case you want to throw a party and you like to set the atmosphere. Congratulations to all my winners. Yeah, I like to keep my word. I don't get no thrill out of making promises I can't keep. So, but I have to tell you that my mother is 88 and she sorely misses me. She lives in Las Vegas. And since I have a birthday coming up, she has requested my presence. And so as my queen, I must answer her call. So when I return, I will put those packages in the mail for you and pay for the mail myself because I'm a man of my word and I keep my promises. So don't worry. Come February, you will receive those prizes. I also intend to give away another prize once I reach 1,000. It should be a fairly bigger prize because 2,000 is a pretty high number to reach. And so you are going to deserve more. But you, again, you must be in my chat. Hello, Joe. I was just talking about you. You must be in my chat and you must subscribe to my channel. Now, I'd like to go over these last 3 tips that I gave you about reaching 1,000 subscribers. I promised you last time that I would show you my progress, and I'm a man of my word, and I always keep my promises. And this is my chart. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to put it in there. Where I reached over 1,000 subscribers in less than 28 days. Now, I'm no joke. I'm going to touch over the 3 points I made about reaching that goal. Joe, thank you for joining me. I see you, man, and I appreciate it. Keep it moving, but take your time. I heard that, bro. Thank you, man. Joe is the winner of my thing I just showed you that you hold your cell phone in. Now, let me just go over these 3 tips that I gave you about getting these 1,000 subscribers, because I believe everybody should have 1,000 subscribers. And these 3 things are going to help you reach it. I won't guarantee you, because like anything else, when you learn something, it's up to you to put it to work. Wisdom without works, I heard, is dead. So once you learn something, you got to get past the analysis paralysis and put whatever you learn to work. And a good point everybody seems to make, and I have to join the club because I surely think that is true. Hello, hey, what's up, Todd? I was just mentioning you too. Um, I was just showing them your prize, and I hope that you heard my first part. I'm going to be going to see my 88-year-old mother, and she's gonna she requested me to be there, and I'm going to see her in January. So when I get back, what's up, bro? Oh yeah, he's saying hi to you, Todd. When I get back, I'm going to put those prizes in the mail. No charge to you. So it'll be somewhere around February. All right. So you guys can count on that. I promise you. And I don't care whatever happens from this point. I'm not an Indian giver. So even if you screwed me and you never came back, you still got those prizes. Anyway, to make a long story short, I also said that you need to press forward and never give up. You need to learn as you go. If you have questions, ask somebody. Look in your search. Be persistent. Always ask questions. Don't don't think about trolling, because you have to learn from your competitors. Your competitors are doing it better than you. Sometimes they have a knowledge that you don't have. Study them, learn from them, and then apply that knowledge to your channel. I'm not saying copy them. I'm not saying duplicate them. I'm saying look at the examples that they have set to become winners, and then you become a winner yourself. Okay, we covered that. Now, the third thing is always remember you can never give up. If you get discouraged, you take a break. I've taken breaks before. I stopped when I was at 112. I stopped and I took a year off, almost 2 years. Then I came back. And in less than a month, I showed you guys. I don't know, somebody's clowning because they just left me, but I had 1,771 just a second ago. And as you can see, that was less than 28 days it took me to get to that point. And so I want the same thing for you. And I want you to keep coming back. If you got any questions, you can always ask me. And I will do my best to help you. Now, I'm going to save this last point for you. But if you like what I'm saying, and I know you already, all my brothers that's in there right now, they already subscribed to me. That's why they won. But if you like what I'm saying and you're new to this channel, just send me that subscribe, join the club, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. Now, moving on, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because later on I'm going to get back on when I feel up to it. Let me say, friends and brothers, that I'm happy that you made it this far. Um, I'm sorry that we're having all these setbacks, people losing their minds. But you must remember, there's some things that's going on that I have to make you aware of. I'm a believer that as above, so below. And we have a great planetary pull upon us. Now, I'm not a mystic, and I don't claim to be a zealous or over religious, but the stars in the skies, meteors is dropping everywhere. Planetary alignments are going on right now. This is science. This has got nothing to do with religion. Um, you have six stars in the sky. I mean, six planets in the sky that's going to be lining up. And before the month is out, you'll have almost nine. I'm not sure about the last one. Pluto is not included, but we're talking about Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, um, uh, Mercury, you name it. All these. I think Mercury is one of them. Saturn. Well, anyway, all the nine planets in our solar system are going to line up, and I believe that that's going to happen on the 25th. And on the 24th, I think you're going to be able to see six of them. And my birthday is right around there, so I know there's going to be a lot of things going on above us. So that energy, that energy that doesn't happen all the time, that's going on up there, that gravitational pull that those planets have on the planets around them, they're having the same effect on Earth as they pass by. You see what I'm saying? So, and whatever happens on this Earth affects us. Uh, I know you're not fools, and you can understand this. So be aware. People's emotions may run a little bit higher than normal. You know, there might be some times when they just spring up out of nowhere and they start arguing with you. I heard about the person who got at the deli store, the postal worker, just because they were in a line. Yeah, and the quantum field is another thing. Um, these things happen for a reason, and I believe it's all for the good. Mankind has to make adjustments. We were children in the beginning, and we've been learning as we go. But if you think about it, it's only been over the last 500 or 600 years. We didn't even have flight. You know, now we're moving into space and we're stretching out. You know, and things have happened so fast, and now we have AI. It used to be the only communication we had was a phone call, and you had to wind it up. You know, this was before my time, and I'm 65. I'll be 66 this year. Um, there's been so many things that has pushed us forward into the realm of higher reality, of higher knowledge. And there's a lot of things I'm sure they won't tell us, for security reasons and whatnot. And there's some things that I can't even discuss with you. But I can tell you one thing: these marvels that you see all around you, these things that we've been able to do when we mesh together the DNA of fruit and make our fruit last longer, or when NASA discovers that there's something called Velcro that we can make, and it makes things stick together better. And there's things that we have done that we don't even realize we're learning. And AI is going to help us. AI can decipher cuneiform tablets that have been ancient from thousands of years in the past, and can tell us things from those tablets that we didn't know before. And so they have exposed some of this knowledge, and I'm sure some of this knowledge is being kept for security reasons. But everything that we know is going to affect our way of life. I'm sure you walked across the street and you looked at a car and there was no passenger in the car. I mean, if you'd have told me, I mean, there was no driver in the car. If you would have told me, 20 years ago, that cars would be driving around with no driver behind the wheel, and even trucks now, big rigs driving around with nobody behind the wheel on the freeway, I would have said, "Are you losing your mind? You must be out of your cotton picking mind." No, that's a reality. And now we have discovered DNA, the composition of man, you know. uh, we can decipher, a lot of the formula that's going on, and AI is going to help us. We only use 25%, or was it less than that, of our brains, and there's another 75, maybe 95% that we don't use. And AI is here now, and AI is smarter. It's making thousands of computations per second. They have nano chips now, smaller than damn near atoms, and they're living things. They're figuring stuff out. So now we have gone from making smoke signals in the air, okay, from making smoke signals to nano intelligence. Do you know what kind of? Yeah, exactly, Joe. Protons, neutrons, and electrons all going together. They found stars. If you look at some of my videos, and I talk about quantum physics, they have protons, neutrons, and electrons that's spinning thousands and thousands of miles per second. Per second. We can't even count that fast. And these things that we are learning from are fact. I mean, I believe God is telling us something, you know. And all the UFOs that we see and all that other stuff, I don't get into, but I can tell you one thing's for sure: we're not alone. If you look at the vastness of space, if you look at all the countless numbers of galaxies that we have, you know, and Einstein himself has said that we have the ability, we could have the ability to fold space and travel to the distant stars in blink of an eye. And they are already proven that there's multiverses. We have different volumes of of, of scientific fact that we know for sure that are outside the realm of what we know as normal human beings. And there's going to be some leaps. There's going to be some leaps, just like we had the industrial revolution, where the Model T was built. Ford showed us how to build, on an industrial line. Now I was looking at a thing the other day. They have robots doing all the building now. Robots are putting everything together now. They're cutting down on the people. They don't need the people no more. You know, the robots are taking over our jobs and stuff. It's like, don't worry about me. Worry about them robots over there. All right. And they keep going and they don't charge nothing. And they do just as much, maybe more than the human beings. So I'm just glad that we have sanity in the world and that the United States, hello, honey, my wife is on. That's Vicky, y'all. Um, I'm just glad that we have sanity in the world. And in the midst of our trials and our tribulations and our struggles, we have the sense enough to know that we are all still human beings with flesh and blood flowing through our veins. We're not the same. I, I grant you that. But if you lift up anybody's skin, as far as I know, it's not green, it's not blue, it's not brown, it's red. And so we are all earthlings down here. We got to learn how to get together and love each other and treat each other with respect. All right. And in my day, a neighbor was a neighbor. Your kids went out in the street and they got caught crossing the street. Your neighbor could drag your ass home and then tell your mama on you and you get a whooping. All right. No more. Kids holler at you, at their parents. They don't respect them. You know, Men don't respect their wives, their mothers, their sisters, their brothers. They don't have a whole lot of respect. It, we have internal issues that we need to work out. You know, so we can be ready to meet all these challenges as a family, as a human family. On the earth. So now, with all that being said, let me put this last thing out for you. Okay, if you have six six if you have 6 hours in the day, or maybe seven because you take a break, and you put that work in, on your job, when you get home and you rest up, don't you think your creativity and your independence is worth you investing in at least an hour or two to be the person that you want to be, to put the material out that you want to put out, to be an independent, to make your own living? YouTube is giving everybody a chance. And this is your opportunity. Now, you try hard at work, try hard with YouTube. You have to get up, you have to pay the bills. Okay, pay the bills. But no reason why you paying those bills is so you can have the freedom to do the things you want to do. Am I right? Well, YouTube is going to give you that freedom. But guess what? It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. And like what Todd was saying the other day when I was on his live stream, I don't want to mess my thing up, you know. So I'm going to try to do it right because AI is watching and AI don't make no mistakes. So at the end of the day, if you do anything improper, you got somebody looking over your shoulder when you're at work. Don't you know you got people looking over your shoulder when you're on YouTube? And we should be grateful for them because they keep us on point. They keep us from making mistakes that's going to hurt us, you know. And so I I'm a grateful person. When I see somebody saying, "Hey, watch out, that's hot," or "Be careful, you're going to bump your head on that ledge up there. Watch out." I say thank you because that means they're trying to help me to survive. They're trying to help me to go on and to keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you to you, Todd. I was there the other day. I hope you're still doing well on your live stream. Todd is he was doing a 24-hour. I don't know if it's done yet, but he's at that's MYNDGAMES at YouTube.com. Y'all need to go check him out. Go check out Joe Remington. That's REMINGTON at YouTube.com. And these guys are good people. You support them, they will support you. And we don't even have to say nobody's gonna go sub for sub. You got content, build it up. Let us come in and take a look. And if we can inspire you to stick with the program, then you're gonna make some friends for life. I have about two. I have about 1,700 and something friends now. Okay, and it takes me all day long. Sometimes I have nothing better to do because I'm on Social Security and I have a couple of part-time jobs that I have the luxury of staying at home. Most of the time, you'll see me. I'll be in my pajamas and in my my robe, but I have the luxury of spending time on YouTube. And if you have people who have subscribed to you and they gave you a like, go by, see what's going on with them. And if you can get them in the chat, ask them if you can help them. And believe me, that which comes from the heart, it reaches the heart. And so you show love to people, you spend a little bit of time with them, you give them a thumbs up. They appreciate that. And I think that's what brought me as far as I've gotten, aside from having some decent material. That's another thing. Now, I promised that I was going to give you something at the end. Okay? If you like my dialogue and you think that I have anything to offer, please subscribe to my channel. It's W.C.Wainwright. That's WAINWRIGHT.com. I mean, yeah, yeah, at YouTube.com. That's right. Okay, so this is the last point that I want to make. Um, Anytime somebody comes to your channel, they're taking out their time to spend time with you. Do the same. Just do the same. It's not going to hurt you. You know, it may take, I don't know, depending on how much time you got. It may take 5 or 10 minutes or something. Spend some time with them, man. Let them know let them know, hey, I came back. I wanted to holler at you. And so before I go, and if you do that, I guarantee you're going to get more subscribers. Now, before I go, I also want to give a shout out to Rock, I'm sorry, on YT. That's ROCKY, ROCKONYT at YouTube.com. I also want to give a shout out to Mars, LA Mars at YouTube.com. That's LAMARS. Very cool person. And King Explicit. Now I know he don't need my shout out because he's rolling big time. He got 18,000 subscribers by now. But I still want to give him a shout out. And Jamal, wherever you are, I'm giving you a shout out. I also want to recognize Jaquita Garnes. That's Garnes. She has 234 subs, and she's pretty short. She needs your help. Delvon Johnson, he needs your help. Nemo, 504 at Phenomenal, they need you. And like I said, we all need each other. So I got 3 more minutes. I'd like to give a shout out to my brother, Gilbert Earl Wainwright at One Love United Coast to Coast. I'd like to give a shout out to my 88-year-old mom. Mom, I love you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. All my nieces and nephews all over the world, and my wonderful wife for checking in. And I'm so glad to see all my friends again. Todd, Joe, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate you guys, man. Honey, I'm coming. Um, Listen, I'm just gonna take a break, but I'll be back later. And I'm gonna try to build up my live stream time because last night I had a little setback. I was using these mics, so be careful. I'm gonna tell you, these little things when they quit working, that's it. You don't hear nothing. So sometimes you might be better off just charging your phone and use your phone because when these things give out, you hear nothing. So I was talking to the wind. Joe was with me. Joe was with me when that happened. Yeah, Joe was with me, and he said, "Man, I can't hear you. I can't hear you." And I finally got the video this morning, and I was watching it, and all I was doing was just running my mouth, and not one word was coming out. I felt so silly, but I hope you guys can hear me now, right? Okay, okay, all right. So I got 2 more minutes. Anybody want to add anything? Todd, are you gonna still be doing your 24-hour thing, or are you done with that? Oh yeah, you finished. Okay. All right. Joe, what's happening with you? I let Nemo know you shouted him out. Okay, thank you. All right. And with that, I'm gonna close. Thank you to each and every one of you who dropped by. Thank you for your support. Todd, thank you. Joe Remington. You guys go check them out. I gave you the links. Listen, Joe Remington is a good dude. I mean, he stayed with me last night and helped me work my way through my chat. I love you for that, Joe. Todd, I got your messages. I checked. I read all your messages. Thank you for trying to clear that up, man. And I'm gonna check in with y'all later. All right. This is your boy WC. I'm out.